Hey everybody, it's Tammy at TammyBrackettDesigns.etsy.com. I hope you're having a really nice day. It's a beautiful Sunday here and the sun's shining, and it's been a very, very nice day after a super cold few months here. Today I'm planning my week. I'm planning my work week, and I'm going to plan my art week. And I thought that you guys might like to take a look at some of my weekly planning, the things that I do to make sure that I'm spending my time wisely, and not just working wisely, but arting wisely as well, because I do like to put art in the mix every day. So it's Sunday, and on Sunday afternoons I start to plan. My work plans basically go into a spiral bound notebook. It's very, very simple. And this is the way things work best for me. I use a spiral bound notebook, and I start planning my hours for my clients. I'm a freelance person. I'm a freelance writer and publicist, and I work mainly in the music business for musicians and bands and authors and songwriters and people like that. I also do PR and events for a small family farm. And I also am the PR person for some festivals and things like that. But basically, I am a freelancer. And because I'm a freelancer, I have to track my time. And I have to plan my time. So the best way that I can do this is in just a basic spiral bound notebook. This is what has always worked for me. And I'm at the end of this one, so I'm switching to this one. These take a lot of abuse. That's why they are not pretty. They're in use nearly every single day. So spiral bound notebooks to plan work. And then my clients each have a notebook. Now this one I did spice up just a little bit because I had a little bit of time. But this is the notebook for the farm that I work for. And I have everything planned out in this book for their festivals and events and openings and closings and all kinds of information there. So everything is always in a notebook for a client. The freelance stuff is kind of I put that in the back of my planner, my spiral bound planner. For things around the house, I use a 75-cent thrift store planner that I redid over the winter, and I'm really happy with this. This is a Tamara Laporte instructional video about how to paint faces, and I really did enjoy that a whole lot. And I like the quote, "I come from the Creator, trailing wisps of glory." And this is, it's laid out daily, and it also has a calendar for each month, so I can keep track of birthdays and anniversaries and special days and appointments and things like that. But I'm really busy, and I like to do art. And at the end of the day, if I don't get art done, I'm very grouchy. I get really grouchy if I just don't do some art. So I kind of came up with this way that I can do art in the morning, and there are projects that I can easily complete and have them off my desk. I have a work desk and I have an art desk, and nothing can be cluttered. I know it looks really cluttered right now because I have things that I want to show you, but I can't stand clutter, so everything has to be all clean when I'm starting to work. But I've been doing my srART box for about 4 months now, and I really do like it. It's super simple. It's called srART, S-T-A-R-T, Start the Day with Art. And it has small, manageable projects in it that I can just pull out and work on, and then I don't feel grumpy launching into my business day because I got some art done, and that always makes me feel accomplished. So I wanted to take you through this really quick, and this is what I have in my start box. But you can put anything that you want in your start box. Remember, it's just these little small projects that you might like to get finished and might like to do them over coffee in the morning. My start time is after yoga and after my devotions in the morning. I do start time, and it's, it ranges from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And on the weekends, sometimes I can manage a little bit more. Let me take you through my start box, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, so I'm not rambling. I have an Etsy shop, so I give away a free item with each purchase from my Etsy shop. So I've always got a free purchase item going in my start box. These are Dose books, and I don't have any laying around here right this minute, but they're back-to-back little books. I learned this from Jenny Belly, and she's just a great teacher. If you just Google Jenny Belly, you can find her Ning site and her Blogspot site. But these little books they go in my Etsy shop. They are my freebies, and I work on different sizes of them. Here we go. Oh, here's some. You can kind of see what they look like. So basically, it's just scrap paper that is folded, and then I put a signature of white paper on the inside. These are punched and sewn together with embroidery floss, and it is a back-to-back journal, a Dose journal. Again, these are free items in my Etsy shop with purchase. So I can pick up a packet of my Dose books, and I've already got the paper cut for them, so I can put them together, I can sew them, I can punch them, I can do whatever I want to. It's all right here. I don't need anything else except stuff like the punch and the embroidery floss to do these. So here are my Dose books. That's what I work on a lot in the morning. I also work on this really cool art project by Jenny Belly. Again, Jenny Belly, I'll say it 1,000 times. She's a wonderful, wonderful teacher. But she did a workshop and made some feathers. And they are so pretty. And they are time consuming. But it makes a great launch project in the morning. It makes a good start art project because it's time consuming, but it's not complex the way that you put these feathers together. But aren't they pretty? This really turns out so well. Okay, so my Dose books, my feathers, and then I do a lot with fused paper towels. This is another Jenny Belly technique. You don't throw your paper towels away, the paper towels that you've dabbed paint and spray and all that stuff on. You fuse them together, and you do this by it's a layering technique with using glue. And I can only fuse paper in the summertime because it's cold here, so I can't fuse paper all the time in the winter. So in the winter, I take my fused paper and I create little elements with it. So this morning during my start time, I created some birds, little birds, and stars, and hearts. These things, they're very pretty once you fuse your paper towels and start to cut out elements. And I've also I'm kind of enamored at the moment with feathers and wings. Now you can see that I have what I'm working on here. These are my fused paper towels. And I stick the paper towels in the envelope, and I have some patterns that I also stick in the envelope. So you've got all that in there. So all you need to do this is some scissors. But like I said, I've been kind of really just dead into wings and feathers lately. So this is my wing pattern. turned out really good. These are my feathers. Again, this is a Tamara Laporte, uses these sort of wings and feathers on her in her art projects. But can you see that? It's very, very cool. But it is time consuming. So it's a great little start project in the morning. You can do it when you're drinking some coffee, when you're trying to get settled for the day. It makes a really good start project. Okay, so we've got our do-say-dos books, our feathers, our fused paper towels, junk mail flowers. That's the next thing that I have in my start box. I keep the insides of envelopes that I get in the mail. And if you've never looked at the envelope, there are all kinds of really cool patterns on the inside of the envelope. So I've got things that look like this. And can you see that? And of course just the white pieces in the envelope. These make, and honestly, I mean, there's a green one. You don't see that very often. The inside of envelopes are what I use to make my little funky, junky mail flowers. And they look like that. It's just a cut flower. You know, you can go on YouTube and Google cut flower and or flower patterns, and you can see exactly how to do this. These are the bigger ones. That one's a little bit smaller. These are great for mixed media pieces. They're wonderful for art journals because they don't add a lot of bulk in the journal, but I like bulk, so that's not really a problem for me. I keep this envelope in my start box, and I have my inside of my envelopes, and I also have a bag of buttons that I can use for that. Oh, I was going to show you my... Here are a couple ways to use this is my big girl journal that I made, I think this is 2014. So I'll show you a couple ways to use these. See, these are just flowers that have been cut out of the inside of envelopes, and then I just decorated them. And these, same thing. Only I think I used envelopes and scrap paper. Oh, you can see that. Envelopes and scrap paper, and some sheet music, some vintage sheet music here. But it's a great way to add some dimension and texture and fun to your art journal. All right. Next in the start box are buttons, to make buttons. Jenny Belly has a great tutorial about making buttons from corrugated cardboard, which I really do like, and I've done a lot of those. But for me, I need something flat that can go on my do-say-dos books. And these work out great. You can use, I'm really fond of using the, you know, the outside of when you buy paper stacks. And, you know, it looks like that on the outside. You know, you've got some pretty patterns. You draw a circle, draw a big circle, then draw a small circle, and then you glue that small circle into the big circle, and you have a button. I punch 2 holes in it, and I thread it on my do-say-dos books with some embroidery floss. The packaging works out really good if you want to use packaging. And think about that. You're starting a project that's just drawing some circles. You know, if you wake up like me and you just need like an hour to just wake up and you don't want to waste an hour, then draw some circles and make some buttons. I use these as well. This is painted the inside of cereal boxes. I love a good cereal box. These turn out, they turn out great. They're kind of funky looking, and mixed media. They're painterly looking. See? They're really cool. Okay, so that's another start project in the morning. We can do some buttons. The final thing that's in my start box are my business cards, and I don't use pre-made business cards. I make my own business cards. I use, see, some of that's packaging from something that I purchased. I cut a whole bunch of cards like this, and then I turn them into my business cards. So a little template like that. These are the circles, out of the mindless, I can't wake up. I'm just going to draw some circles and cut them out. These are text circles. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oh, there we go. There's one. That's what it looks like when I'm finished. And it's a nice little business card to give to somebody. It is a small piece of art, and people really do like them. So that's another project that you can put into your start box. Anyway, do what you want with your start box. Put whatever small projects that you want in there. There are all kinds of things that you can use to wake up in the morning and not waste time in the morning and get some art done before you launch into your business day. And it's just, like I said, we don't want to be grouchy, okay? So do some art. Do some art so you aren't grouchy. It was fun to talk to y'all today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I can't wait to see what you're going to put in your start box. Take care, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.